This is Josh Friedman of CalCoastNews. It is a little after 3 a.m. and I might have an update to what I was reporting on earlier, which was the fire hydrant that burst down Marsh Street a couple blocks. I am right now on Marsh between Morrow and Osos, and there is a dark colored sedan with damage to the front right side, and it looks like yellow paint on that damaged area. Additionally, there is vomit right outside the driver's door. Actually, the driver's side door at the bottom has vomit on it as well. College Towing had come to tow the vehicle, but now it appears that College Towing is not going to tow it, at least not right now. There are some other people associated with this vehicle who are inside the white vehicle over there. Right now, there are no police at the scene. I do not know if indeed this is the car that struck the fire hydrant a few hours ago. Ma'am, this is your car? And do you know who was driving it?
No. You say your son was at a bar?
Well, earlier tonight, like I was saying, there was a fire hydrant down a couple blocks here on Marsh, at Marsh and Choro. There was a fire hydrant that was struck, and a witness who was working inside Eureka, the burger restaurant right next to it, said a dark-colored sedan struck the fire hydrant, and then the driver stopped briefly before driving off. Don't know if this indeed is that dark-colored sedan for sure, but looks like there is some yellow paint that could possibly be from that fire hydrant, which was yellow. You can reference the prior broadcast from a couple hours ago. This gentleman from College Towing was about to tow the car. Now he says he's not, or is at least waiting. Again, there's vomit on and beneath the driver's side door. After or I should say, while the fire hydrant was still gushing, I asked a few officers what struck the fire hydrant, and one of them, I think jokingly, was saying that it was a bicycle, which I believe was misinformation. Okay, now we have an officer arriving at the scene. But other officers later told me that they were aware that a vehicle struck the fire hydrant and that there was an active search for the car and the driver. Now we have two patrol vehicles arriving, pair of officers arriving as well. Hi, officer.
How are you folks? I'm the one in called. How are you, sir?
Earlier I found the keys and I got into the mountain and I was waiting for my friends because they got out of the beach.
My son?
Yeah, it was their friend's power
My
right
son called me.
Yes, you'll be taken. No, I got into the car, once it got, I was trying to find the keys and I got into the car. I was waiting for these guys because I was already waiting for the car back. Yeah, because he passed me the keys, but then I was already we're all like 3 blocks down.
The car was parked over there.
Walk down the street.
was there. Yeah.
Hear talk about a fire hydrant from one of the officers. Is it open? Sorry about the shakiness. I just gotta plug into my battery pack so I don't drain all the battery. I think I'm plugged in now. Right now we have one officer speaking with the woman, asking questions. Several other officers have rolled up in patrol vehicles. And the vehicle in question remains here. It's not being towed for now. You can see the yellow paint in the area where there's damage, which there's at least suspicion that it came from the fire hydrant a couple blocks down Marsh. That is not confirmed, but I hear suspicion of that. And what the worker from the restaurant said was that he saw the car driving southbound this direction on Choro, turn right, going the wrong way on Marsh, crashed into the fire hydrant, which, if that were the case, then the damage might very well be on that side, this side of the car. Now we have another officer approaching this group of people.
Does someone have the key so they don't have to drag it up?
Apparently not.
Okay. Okay. It's okay. They'll make it work. Right there, yeah, there's the keys right there. Your last one,
I wouldn't say I'm the last one. I say I ended up with the keys. I'd say I found the keys. Right there.
Is that someone unlocking it or locking it?
He's got the keys right there.
Hey, if you got the keys, you have the keys?
There. What do you got? You decide you want to be honest.
Not really. Drag it. Better off. Yeah. Better off.
No, or I can't say that any of his trucks.
Car's about to be towed.
Why not? I can. No, I can. Oh shit! I think that's all right because I know who that is. I know it's us, but. That won't make my phone take that fast.
you get in the glove box?
Officers trying to get in the glove box of the car that's being towed. Another tow truck is now arriving in the area. That tow truck is driving away southbound on Osos. And now the car in question is now being towed away. Some chatter about keys maybe being in that car.
car's insurance, and then whoever was driving it. But nobody knows who drove it. So. No, you don't need your. I don't need your insurance. I don't need it. So if they have stuff that they need to get out of the car, they called the tow truck like an hour ago. Should have got that stuff out earlier.
We couldn't get him. Well, he but
College Towing, so you can call them. Maybe if they're going to their yard right now, you can make it in time. College Towing.
I have it, Leo. I have that. You don't have your insurance on you?
I have my insurance.
It's fine. Listen, man, just send me an email with your insurance, okay?
Alright.
Do you need like a policy number?
Yeah, just your carrier.
I have Allstate.
Okay.
And I have their emails. But I don't know what to send you. Like we have the auto and renter. But I don't know what to send you.
So usually if they have like an app, most insurance have an app, and if you get the app, there's a copy of your insurance card on there, so you just screenshot that and send me.
That's
Okay?
for me.
It's fine. I don't need it right this second.
You have the email?
Yeah, I just gave it to your mom. I put the case number. So I'm gonna watch. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna check the cameras, and then whoever was driving, you're gonna get hit and run charges filed on you. The DA's office.
I picked them up on Garden and this street right here. So you can see it right there. These two right here.
Alright, well, sorry, still couldn't do this, but
Everybody's doing their job right now.
yeah, try call. Try give a call. Maybe they'll let them into the party. Thank you.
Officer, can you confirm that the vehicle that was just towed was the one that hit the fire hydrant on Marsh earlier tonight?
I can't confirm it. It certainly would look like that since there's yellow paint transfer on it. It's the same color as the fire hydrant, but we have to do a little bit more work on our end to confirm that it was the car. But certainly everything looks that way, you know.
And you said that you expect to recommend hit and run charges to the district attorney's office?
Well, I can't really talk about that. Yes, I can talk to them about that. But
Is there
who are you with, by the way?
CalCoastNews?
Okay. Yeah. No, I can't.
Is there any more information you can provide about the incident?
No, you can reach out to the Washington line and ask them questions if you have any more, though. So,
Okay, thank you.
all right. Have a good night.
You too. So, no arrests for the time being. This white vehicle with the people who are being questioned is driving away now. The officer said, if you couldn't hear, at the end of his conversation with the people who are being questioned, I heard him say that the police are going to review whatever surveillance footage is available and use that to determine who was driving the car earlier. And he said that whichever person is determined to be the one who is behind the wheel will be facing hit and run charges. Although he didn't exactly confirm that with me in his reply to my questions just moments ago. But just to very briefly recap, earlier tonight, a few hours ago, there was an incident down Marsh in this direction at the intersection of Marsh and Choro, where it is believed that a dark-colored sedan, likely the one that was parked in the wrong direction right here and that was just towed, hit a fire hydrant, causing water to gush out of the fire hydrant and pour onto Marsh Street for some time, maybe 20 or 30 minutes approximately, something like that. And we spoke on the earlier broadcast tonight with an employee of Eureka, the restaurant right next to it, who said he witnessed a dark color sedan drive southbound on Choro, turn right going the wrong way on Marsh, hit the fire hydrant, then stop briefly before turning around and fleeing the scene. And not too long ago, we found a dark Chevy Malibu, I believe it was, that was parked right here the wrong way, facing the wrong way on Marsh, up a couple blocks from where the fire hydrant was struck. And there was yellow paint in the area on the right side of the vehicle where there was damage, which the officer says he cannot confirm, but appears that it is possibly from the fire hydrant down the street. And likewise, there is puke, still is, right here on the street, on Marsh Street. There's puke right beneath the driver's side door, and a little bit still on the driver's side door when the vehicle was towed away. And officers questioned a woman and 3 men who were parked in a white SUV right over here, who were associated with the vehicle that was towed. One of the individuals had the keys to that vehicle, but they all denied having been behind the wheel in that vehicle earlier tonight. And that's about where we stand right now. With, it appears police are going to try to use surveillance footage to determine who is behind the wheel, and it is an open hit and run investigation. Let me flip the camera around. It's pretty late. I don't know what time it is right now, like 4 a.m. or something. 3:46. That's going to wrap it up. The officers are clearing out of here right about now. If you could, please go to youtube.com/CalCoastNews and hit subscribe. We'll be having a lot more video content in the coming days on the CalCoast News YouTube channel, both uploaded videos and hopefully live streams, but we do need to get to 1,000 subscribers, or at least we aim to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're not too far away, in order to do live streams on YouTube unimpeded. So thank you very much for tuning in, whether you're watching this live or on the replay and on whichever platform you may be tuned in on. And we will most likely be having an update to this story on CalCoastNews.com, so keep an eye out for that as well. Good night from downtown San Luis Obispo. See you sometime soon.